Hi everyone, it's Joshua Barks here with Keller Williams Realty Boise and the Barks & Co. Real Estate team. Here's this week's segment on Market Watch for what we have going on in Ada County's existing housing market. So we're going to be talking about the resale side of things, not what's happening in new construction because that's behaving a little bit differently, though I do plan on touching on what's going on in new construction a little bit in the future, just so you can see what's happening there as well as in the resale market. Because with inventory levels where they have been, I know that several people have been quote unquote driven to new construction homes because the availability is slightly better there than it can be on the resale side, especially when it comes to competition and winning out against others that are there. So without further ado, let's dive right into those numbers, what's happening over the last 7 days, so you can keep an eye on those trends and make good decisions for you and your family. Inventory has hit another all-time low. We're at 294 available homes in all of Ada County, which again is a record. I never thought I'd see it go below 300, so who wants to bet with me how low we will actually see it go, especially as we get into the winter months when we typically have low inventory? My guess is maybe we'll see it go below 200 if we continue on this trend, though I really hope not. I hope that 294 is the lowest that we ever have, because we need way more than that. Normally what we see this time of year is at least 3 times that amount, and that was just last year for what we saw in inventory. And back then we were saying that inventory was tight and it was still difficult out there because we had more buyers than we have sellers. So what that means is it's never been a better time to sell your home. And if you're thinking about it, or maybe your home's on the market already, if it's not selling, there's something wrong. It's either price, maybe the condition of the home, maybe people can't access it very well to see it, or maybe the marketing isn't working, maybe people don't know about it. So if your home's on the market and you're having trouble selling it right now, it's literally never been a better time. So maybe you need to rethink what your situation is and figure that out and dive in with either your agent, or if you're a for sale by owner out there, maybe consider what you need to do to better market your property so that more people know about it. And we had 311 homes on the market last week, so 294 this week. As of new listings, we have 177 new listings that hit in the last 7 days, which again is lower than what we've been seeing. We were averaging about 200 new listings a week back in March and May, and pretty consistently up until now. It's just that demand has been very strong, so we've been scooping up everything that's coming on the market that is reasonably priced and in a decent condition and marketed well. So our pendings overall actually stayed the same. We had 1,016 pending last week, we have 1,016 pending this week, and we had 216 brand new contracts come together in the last 7 days. So with the new contracts that came together and the closings that we've had, we've stayed consistent overall. Then with the sales, we had 202 homes close in the last week, and the week before that we had 250, so staying very consistent on sales as well. Here in a couple weeks, we'll be going over everything that's happened in September, so stay tuned for that, where we dive deep into those market dynamics. And with interest rates right now, they did uptick a little bit this week, so now we're at 2.9 instead of 2.89. And while they've hit many record lows over the last several weeks, we've stayed relatively low into September. And I think with home prices coming up with our appreciating rate there and inventory being so tight, we are seeing some buyers leave the market, even with interest rates being good, just because it's too competitive, and or they don't have an agent that knows how to structure their offer so that they can win or even be considered. And yeah, we just have a lot of folks out there that get fatigued. You know, we try and try and try and nothing happens. And the key is perseverance and having somebody that knows this market and can have your back. Well, if you have any questions, please let me know. That's what I'm here for. My number is 208-914-1095. If you leave a comment on this video or send me an email, I will always reply as well. I love getting those questions so that I can answer them in future videos. And everyone have a safe and wonderful weekend, and we'll see you next week.